Perkins tutorial that she did on her new face technique, but I felt like everything was crazy expensive, so I decided to do the same thing with drugstore products. So I used the Pore-Minimizing by CoverGirl. I really like this one if you have bigger pores, and I'm using all Revlon brushes because they just came out with their new line and they're all inexpensive and affordable. So I used the Kabuki just to kind of put it on my face. Here I'm using the Liquid Illuminator by Revlon, and you can see it's really, really bright and gold. I actually wore this a lot last summer because it just looks really, really pretty on the skin. And I kind of started to just put it on the high points, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to put it all over my face. So I did kind of her look, but with a spin of it with what works for my face and my skin and kind of just my deal. So then I'm taking the Simply Ageless by CoverGirl, and this is one of the lightest shades, and I'm popping that into kind of just a lower V, just to get rid of a lot of that darkness and bags and stuff. Then I'm taking this shade by Rimmel. I'll put everything in the description, and I'm just going to kind of spot conceal where I have some redness, some blemishes, things like that. And I'm going over my bags again because they just kept feeling like they were really, really dark and noticeable. I don't know if you can really tell here because of the ring light, but to me, they were just sticking out like a sore thumb. So then I'm taking the Beauty Blender by Revlon, and I'm just kind of blending that all away. It's looking a little weird at first, but just kind of go with it, I promise you. Then I'm taking this flat foundation brush by Revlon again. The bristles are crazy soft, and I'm going to focus this on more of my contour areas. So I'm going to put this where I want things to look a little bit sharp. So kind of like my forehead, I want to put it on my jawline. I'm going to put it down my cheek line. If you don't have an extreme like cheekbone, kind of just make one up, because when I was pregnant, that's what I did all the time when I had a big old fat face. So I'm going to start bringing this down my neck too, because I do have some self tanner on, but my neck, it always comes off because I exfoliate, stuff like that. So then I'm taking that same Revlon blender, and I'm just going to kind of buff that away. And then you can see I'm also taking this foundation, and I'm kind of rubbing it into my eyebrows, down my nose, down, kind of just to make it look a little bit more this like the sun hit it naturally. Then I'm taking this light concealer again. This is the Simply Ageless, and I'm going to start buffing that into where I want to work with the shadows and make it just a little bit lighter. This will kind of help carve out that contour and make it a little bit more sharp and make it look like you have more sucked in model cheeks. Then I'm going to take it down my nose, and again I'm just going to put a little bit more on my bag area because I'm struggling because I've been sick, so I haven't been sleeping great. Then I'm taking this darker shade by, this is the Rimmel Stay Matte, but I love these especially for contouring if you want like a nice pretty natural look, because they're just very sheer, they're very silky, they make your skin look like skin, they're just not really heavy, they're lightweight, and I feel like they have so many different shade colors that you can play around with them, and they're inexpensive, and just kind of do you make your own deal happen. So then I'm using this foundation brush again, and I'm buffing it away. It looks so, 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 so good. I would definitely recommend using that brush over a stippling brush when you are doing your cream contour. It gave me so much more of an airbrush finish without having to go back over it with a beauty blender. It just looked really, really nicely done, and it didn't leave streaks or anything like that. So then I'm using this Revlon cheek tint, and it's so, so, so pretty. I love it. It has like a nice coral top to it, so it will make your skin just like you've been out in the sun at the beach all day. Then I'm taking a little Stay Matte, and I'm just going to put that kind of where I want to set it, kind of where I might get greasy and I just really don't want it to move, which for me is under my eyes and around my mouth. Then I'm taking the Gilded Glow by Pixie, and I'm going to run this all over kind of where I started with my Illuminator, just at the high points really. What I love about these really pretty, fun, easy, silky looks is that you don't have to be so precise. You have room to kind of just play around and just leave everything nice and blended, and it just looks really, really beautiful, I think. And I like that my freckles can show a little. So here I'm taking the Profusion stick, and this is a really pretty stick. It has like a coppery color to it. I'll leave it again in the description because I can't think of what it's called off the top of my head. Then I'm using this flat brush to kind of just buff it all out, and honestly I was looking at it and I'm like, you know what, I could leave this like this, and then I could throw in a little mascara, be done. But if you want something a little more dramatic, here is where you could add a little bit of the Profusion gel liner, and I'm just kind of buffing that in, and then I'm going to take a little small angled brush, and I'm really going to just kind of smudge it out and smoke it a little bit just to make your eyes look a little, you know, more smokier and deeper. Again, you don't have to do this. You could even leave it like this, throw on some mascara and be done for the day. That's what's so simple about this. is that it could really either go two ways. You could wear it during the day, and then if you don't have time to get ready at night, you could do that too. So here I'm taking this color out of the Paradise Profusion eyeshadow palette, and I'm topping that all over the liner, all over the gel liner, all of it, and just buffing it away, smudging it, just so that you have like that really pretty sandy type of look on your eyes that's like nice and glowy and golden. And then you can see I'm using this camel color and I'm bringing it all the way down into my nose area, because when you're contouring your nose, you want it all to kind of blend together. This is my favorite part. I'm using the CoverGirl Caramel Nude. I've talked about this so many times on my Instagram. This is the perfect nude liner I've ever used ever in my life. And then I'm taking the Skip the Gym by Ame, and then I'm kind of smudging it and patting it all around, and I love this lip combo. It's really easy and comfortable to wear. And then I'm topping it off with the CoverGirl Lock It Up setting spray. It's my favorite. And then I added on Lashylicious lashes, which are found online, but they're very inexpensive, so I wanted to show you guys them because they look amazing. So I hope you guys like this look, and I'll see you soon.